Welcome to the Army Empire Podcast, your go-to podcast for insightful tips on investment strategies, entrepreneurship, and all things money matters. Join Bernard Alerte, your guide on this journey to financial freedom. Each episode will dive into expert advice, practical strategies, and inspiring stories to help you take control of your financial future. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or a seasoned investor, we've got something for everyone. So get ready to unlock your financial potential and make your money work for you. And now, let's welcome your host, Bernard Alerte.
And we're back.
Good evening. How you doing, Liz?
I'm doing good. You look like a professor today. You got the glasses on.
I know. It's like people take like, why do you guys just like it just makes me look smarter. I'm just kidding. I need to see because I just need to see a little fine print. For some reason, as I got old this past year, like, oh my gosh, I can't see. I can't see little print, so I had to wear them on. You know? All
right. For the people in the office, our financial coach needs a bigger, wider screen, please.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so we got some folks already joining us. Thank you so much for joining us today for episode 19.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, it seems like it's
going by.
Yes.
Hey, Alex, thank you for joining us today. Alistair's on. We have some folks joining us, whether you're watching on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Welcome. Don't forget to comment. Let us know that you're here. Tell us where you're watching from. And we'd love to say hello. How are you, Mama? I love it when these girls jump on. This is so great. All right. So what is today's topic, Coach?
Absolutely. I'm excited about this topic. We're going towards the end of the year. This is actually going to be our last podcast for the year till 2025 live podcast. We're going to stream a couple of past episodes that got the most views. But we're going to, since because of Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, we don't want to distract anyone. And we're going to kick off that in January. We're going to kick off the next podcast. So we wanted to give someone kind of everything that we talked about because this is 2025 is right around the corner. And towards the end of the year, this is where people have a period of reflection. Like, what are some things that we did financially? They start questioning. And it can go either way. They can say, we did this right. We did. But some people are very depressed sometimes. Like, oh, my gosh, I didn't do what I need to do. I'm not in a better position than I was. But what do I need to do? So we want to have like a simple steps. So for us to have an incredible, I'm extremely positive that you and I, every single person listening to my voice, I claim that you're going to have an incredible 2025. 2025 is going to be the best year for you financially. It's going to be the best year. You will prosper. You will grow this year. I claim it. I believe an attitude of expectation is the breeding ground for success. You have to expect big things. You have to want big things. You have to see the pie. Sometimes things may not look right, but you have to have that mindset for us to be able to have an incredible year. We have to be grateful. I believe attitude of gratitude is very important. Be grateful for what you have, but build from that and for us to have an incredible year.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so this is going to be the perfect way to close the year with this podcast. 2025 is going to be an incredible financial year for us. Absolutely. Grab your paper, grab your pen, and let's get started and take some notes on how we're going to make that happen.
Yes. One of the first things you want to do, which is so important, you have to forgive yourself for all the mistakes from last year. One of the things that we tend to do, us as humans, we're kind of very hard. We're very hard on ourselves. We are extremely hard. Say, man, I didn't do this. I messed up. I made a mistake. And we all make mistakes. Even us, being experts, being somewhat experts in the field, we make mistakes too. So, man, I could have done this better. I shouldn't have done that. And we all have done that. But you want to forgive yourself for all mistakes you made from last year, because that's the first step. Because if you're holding back to grudges, if you're holding back to the grudges, or you're holding back the things that it prevents you from having the right mindset going forward, because you tend to beat yourself up, you tend to knock yourself, and don't do that. Just forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but let's build from that. Let's change. Let's adjust. Let's do something different. But forgive yourself. That is so important. Everyone here, you're forgiven, okay? From your financial mistakes, okay? For your financial mistakes. Everything is something that's there, but at least for your financial mistakes, you are forgiven, right? You are
Not for
forgiven.
everything, but for
I don't
that.
have
Yeah.
I don't have the other power. Oh, God has it, but you're for your financial mistakes, you are forgiven. Let's move forward, right? So that's
Yeah,
the
'cause I do know that a lot of us, we tend to do an evaluation of what the year looked like, and then we'll beat ourselves up and say, well, we never got the car, or we never paid off the credit card, or we never bought the house, and we
Mhm.
wanted to do this and it didn't happen. So you're telling us, number one, forgive yourself and move
Yes.
on. Absolutely. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's important. Uh-huh.
So the next step is set some exciting, realistic goals for yourself. Set some goals for yourself. Write something. Set something bold, exciting but realistic. Goals have to be stretchingly realistic. You have to stretch yourself, but they have to be realistic. Okay. So what's realistic? Don't Let's say someone's making $50,000, $60,000. Don't set a goal. I'm gonna save 50,000 this year. That's not a realistic goal. That's not gonna happen. It could if you make more, but it's not gonna happen. But set something that's gonna excite you. Something, for example, I'm gonna be debt free this year. Something like, man, I'm gonna put away maybe 10% of my income. Something that you're excited about. Something, write it down. You have to write it down. Don't just have it in your head, because we have goals. See, a goals without a game plan is just a wish. You have to write it down. There's something important that happens when you write it down. Write your goals down. Write this. I want to get this done. I want to accomplish this. Write something doesn't get you excited. You're gonna wake up, man. I want to do this. Maybe it's income goals. Right, whatever it might be. Write it down. Write something that's gonna excite you. That's gonna cause you to want to move forward. Okay. A stretching. Don't set exciting goals. I want to pay my $2,000 credit card this year. That is not an exciting realistic. It's realistic, but it's not exciting. It doesn't excite you. Get something that's going to stretch you, that's going to excite you. Something big that's going to excite you. I believe
Very
100%. The next step, you need to run a financial needs or a financial game plan. You need to run an analysis. For example, the first step, if you have let's say if I was to go to Liz's house, I said, Liz, I would go to Liz's house and Liz, I'm lost. What's the first question Liz should ask me?
Where are you?
Exactly. See, before you want to find out where, you need to find out where are you? Where are you right now? Where am I right now? What do I need to do? There's the most three important numbers that you need to have. Every single person need to have the three most, other than your social security number, the three most important numbers that you need, every single person financially need to have. Number one, you need to know your income protection number, right? Which is how much life insurance somebody needs. We've done a lot of podcasts on how to use life insurance in an effective way, the purpose of life insurance, the goals, how much somebody would need. You need to find how much protection do you need? What's your income protection number? Okay. Especially if you have a home, you have kids, you have people that depend on you, you need to find that number out. That is important to find that number out. Okay. Let's say if maybe you don't have as much as you need. So set a goal this year that you're gonna get to the point of what you need to have. Okay. Say I started something, right? And also, if you don't have anything, don't procrastinate. Get it done. Don't procrastinate. Get the income protection. Get that done ASAP. Okay. There's two things that determine how much someone's paid for income life insurance is your age and your health. Right? We're not gonna get any younger than you are right now, and we're not gonna get any healthier than right now. Things change. Things change with us, right? Even us. I mean, last week I was like, oh my gosh, I've always had low blood pressure, and last week I got like, oh my god, it was a little higher. I was like, oh my gosh, so it was higher than it should be. So I had to make some changes. I made some health changes. I make some decisions, but that could happen. You could be fine one week. Couple months ago, I went to the doctor. It was very low. Now, 2 months later, it went up a bit. Whatever it might be. So that can happen. So don't play around. Don't assume, oh, I have time. No, you don't have time. Get it done. Find out how much you need. How much protection do I need? And get up to that point, and also get it done. Start something. Okay, start something. The second one you need to have, know your debt freedom date. You need to have a debt freedom date. When will I be debt free? Right? When will I be debt free? Something like, how do I know that, Bernard? Listen, we run a financial game plan that we do. We do for our clients. We do a financial needs analysis for every single person of our clients, where we run exactly Finally, you're debt free. We look at exactly the amount of debt you have, what the balance, how much you owe, how much you're paying every single month, if you pay a minimum, and the interest rate you're paying. And we can look at all that. We can tell you exactly when you'll be totally debt free, how much interest you're going to pay, and we can show you a way where you can pay it off faster. Okay, using the debt stacking like we showed a couple of episodes ago. Okay, so know you're debt free. You need to have a debt freedom date. Yes, you can be debt free, and you need to find exact. This is when I'll be, based on what I'm doing. This is when I'll be debt free, and this is what I can do to adjust. All right, that's the second. The third one is know your FIN. We call your financial independence number. But so what is that financial independence number? That's the amount of money that you and I need to accumulate so that we can live off that money for the rest of our life without ever going back to work. How much money do I need when I retire to stay retired? How much money do I need? And most people, if you ask them what, they don't know. If you do not know how much money you need by the time you retire, you will never be able to retire. The reason 95% of people in the United States never get a chance to, either 36% are still working, 54% are flat broke, 5 pass through, unfortunately, 5 are okay, because the 95% do not know exactly how much money they need for retirement. Having a 401k is not guarantee retirement. It just means you have a 401k. Having an IRA doesn't guarantee retirement. You need to know exactly how much money do I need by the time you retire. And you have to take account to inflation. And we have on our financial needs analysis, we can show someone based on your income, based on a lifestyle you want to have when you retire, how much you need to have, how much you need to put away every single month to hit that goal, right? And where you need to put away so it can grow the best for you. So you need to have those. Yes, absolutely.
I don't know. I have a feeling that we're going to need to take this image right here and post it on the Facebook page and start a conversation with that, because I'm sure a lot of people do not know what those things are.
Absolutely. And you need to know financially, you need to know those numbers. You need to know what they are. Those three most important. Are they Social Security number? Social Security number is knowing income protection number, debt freedom date, and financial independence number. Every single person needs to know that.
Wow.
If you don't know, it's not going to happen. The next step, this is when the work starts. You have to invest some time. Now you know exactly what you need. Now you have to create a budget worksheet. Okay, this is where the work starts. People don't like, they hear budget, they cringe. It's like, oh, budget. They feel like they're going, oh my God, budget. I don't like budget. No, you need to create a budget. You need to know what's coming in and what's going out. You can't ignore it. It's like if you're going to the doctor, if you're going to be healthy, you have to know what's wrong. Yeah, this is where you have only the truth. Only the truth. Love doesn't set you free. Only the truth sets you free. Only the truth. You need to know the truth. You need to, okay, how much is going out. You need to take some time before the year's out. Gather every financial statement you have, like utilities, like utilities, every statement you have, subscriptions that we spend money on, every single thing, where the money's going, how much is coming in, and you need to know exactly what's going out. Take the time. If you ask someone, do you know? They don't know.
Yeah.
They have no idea, but you need to know exactly what's coming in and what's going out, right? So if you look at the net, and we have a worksheet that we're going to make available, Liz is going to make available so you can see, for example, it looks like this. And so you don't have to figure it out. It tells you, you can fill it out yourself. How much you're paying for mortgage, debt, second mortgage, taxes, and insurance. How much you're paying for that, right? Repairs, homeowners, if you have HOA fee, how much you're paying. Write it down. Utilities, electric, how much you pay for electric every single month, right? On average. Gas and oil, right? Trash, if you're paying for trash disposal. A phone landline, right? Write it down. Cable, cellular, cable, satellite, and how much you're paying. And sometimes we find people pay for, I'll give you an example, pay for cable and they don't even use it. Some people pay for $150, $200 a month, $250 for a TV cable. And most of the time you're on Netflix watching the apps. So you're paying, you're not watching TV, you're paying $100, $150 a month. That can be going somewhere else. If you put $150 a month, you can, if you just add it to your mortgage, 100 towards your principal. You can knock off a couple years off your mortgage, right? If you take that money, you save and invest it for 20, 30 years, you can have 100,000, 150,000 accumulated, right? So that makes a huge difference. So you need to, because sometimes you find, man, I'm spending money on things that's not important. Okay, most of the time. If you think of most people don't watch TV show, they just watch things on the apps. You can go right Netflix or something.
Yeah.
Right. You need Wi-Fi, but maybe cut down the cable. You don't need Showtime every movies.
Yeah.
That it's a waste. It's a waste sometimes, right? Car payment, right? 1, 2, car payment, gas. How much you paying for gas, right? Auto insurance. Find a ways to cut down auto insurance. Maybe there's a way you can find a way to reduce the car insurance payment. Okay, maybe you can spend money there. Maybe you can save some money there. That's a way to do it, right? Write it down. Repairs, tolls, right? Things like that. Life insurance, disability, health, and how much you pay health insurance. Okay, those are the things that are important. If you look at debt payment, write all the debt payments down, credit card, whatever it is, write it down. If you need an extra sheet, write it down. How much is going in? How much is going out? That's so important. If you look at the next page, right? Yes, grocery. How much you're paying for food, groceries. That's simple. Sometimes we spend way more money on food. Or maybe sometimes when you sometimes like you can shop in bulk, sometimes you end up paying more money, spending more money than anything else. So those are things that are important. Dining out, how much you're spending dining out. And listen, we want everyone to enjoy yourself, but if you're spending a couple $100, $200-$300, so a lot of people do. You'd be surprised, Liz. Yeah. People go, they get coffee they get Starbucks. They spend $4 or $5 in Starbucks or the latte, whatever, $5-$10 a day sometimes, and that's about $300 a month.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm 100% enjoy it. Live your life. Don't be like, oh my gosh, but don't be silly either. You have to think about these things. Do I need to do this? Is it necessary to do this? Right? Those are things that are important. Groceries, how much being dining out, right? Maybe instead of dining out 3-4 times, maybe once or twice, maybe cut it down a bit. Right, that could make a difference, right? Not for a long period of time, but maybe until you reach your goals. Because if you have a goal that you want to reach, if you say, you know what, I can add this $100 extra, I can add towards my retirement, I can increase my income. Think about it, 100. Maybe I can have the right income protection that I need. Yeah. Maybe if I just skip a dinner out, I can take, man, that's $100 I'm saving. I can increase maybe my protection by 500,000 or $1 million. That can make a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
For example, things like expenses like childcare, right? School tuition fees, haircuts, right?
The nails. You got to put it all in there.
I'm not going to step into that. I'm going to get in trouble. I'll leave that alone, right? Nails, but things that are important like food, pets, things, entertainment.
Everything.
Entertainment. How much money you spending on entertainment? Enjoy yourself. I'm 100% enjoy yourself, but make sure you don't make silly mistakes. Don't let's not do silly things. So those are things that are important. Ties, I believe 100. You got a tie. If you that's something we have to adjust, right? Also at the same time. So those are the things. I have a worksheet. And we're gonna have a worksheet. We're gonna find a way, Liz, to have that worksheet set up so you actually so you can have it and take the time, fill it up, please. Yes, it's tedious. Yes, it might take you a couple hours because you have to go through online everything, but you have to know what's going in, what's going out. Every business knows what's coming in and what's going out. For a business to be profitable, they need to know what's going on. There's no business out there that's successful that has no idea what's going in and what's going out. And you need to know. You need to run your finance like a business. What's going in, what's going out. How can I cut down? How can I adjust? How can it make a difference? So I can be able to allocate that towards things that are important, like those 3 things we talked about, towards my goal. If anything you're spending is not conducive, is not used to help you accomplish your goals, get rid of it. The goals that you're gonna set this year, right? If this money is not gonna help me, get rid of it. Don't do it, right? Allocate it the right way, right?
I love this. Listen, we need to send this link to our kids so that they can, because a lot of kids don't know how to budget.
Exactly.
They don't know that it's this complete breakdown that you just walked us through that includes everything. And yes, it takes time, but once you got it in there, it's in there.
You only got to do it once. Maybe there's some debts there's some, not debts, but some bills, expenses that might fluctuate a little bit. For most of them, they're pretty much steady. Yeah. They're pretty much the same for a lot of us, right? Yeah. Again, do a beneficiary audit. Okay, look at all the plans you have, your life insurances you have, your investments, your work, everything at work, everything, your accounts. Do a benefit. Find out who the beneficiaries. For a lot of people, they have not changed their beneficiaries. Yeah. Make sure it's the right one, because some people, like we talk about stories in past episodes, like some people that had their ex-wives, maybe they had they had their ex-wife as a beneficiary, and all of a sudden, guess what happened? They remarried, and all of a sudden, guess who's gonna get the money? Yes, something happens. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Get it. Things like that. Maybe you need to adjust. Maybe you need to add someone. Maybe take some out, but do a benefit. Find out exactly who are the beneficiaries on all your plans. Look at everything and find where everything is. Because sometimes, which I should have added, find out, because a lot of people, maybe the average person switches 4, 5, 6 jobs in a lifetime. Sometimes they have a job and they have a retirement plan, a 401k or some kind of retirement plan in one job, and they leave, and there's like a whole bunch of little retirement sitting somewhere. Try to consolidate, get one traditional IRA. Find out what all that is and kind of consolidate it. Take some time and consolidate. There's billions of dollars, Liz, that are sitting in retirement accounts for all 401ks that people are not even aware of.
I believe it.
I don't care if it's 500 or 1,000. Doesn't matter. It's your money. Make sure it's allocated. Make sure the beneficiary gets it. Why should the company keep it?
That's a really good point there. Really good.
Absolutely. Update wills, update trust. I mean, Markeisha did a great job. I think first episode 4 talk about the importance of updating wills, trust, how it can affect you. Find out your bank accounts. Make sure there's a beneficiary on your bank accounts. That is so important. Put a beneficiary in your bank accounts. It automatically does not go to your spouse. If you have it doesn't go to your kids. It's going to go to probate. It's going to cost you a couple $1,000s to be able to do that. That makes pay attention. Don't ignore it. Yeah. Don't ignore it. Those are things that are important. Update those will and trust, right? And ultimately, you need to make more money. We all need to make more money this year in 2025. Set a goals to increase your income. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sometimes your expenses, for a lot of people, they need to make more money. For a lot of times, sometimes you may have goals centered right here, but your income might be down here. Yeah. So there's 2 things you can do: either decrease your goals and dreams to meet your income, or maybe increase your income to meet your goals and dreams. Maybe you need to find ways to increase your income, make more money. Set a goal to make more money. Yes. We live in a world that you can increase your income. You can do something different. If you're not waiting, because sometimes, like I heard it saying, like, you can rearrange the chairs of on a Titanic. If that ship is gonna sink, it's gonna sink, right? It's gonna sink. So you could try to budget, but sometimes there's just not enough money. There's just not enough money, and you have to find a way to make more money. Stop being shy about making money. There's too many people out there are living the life you deserve to live, right? Don't be shy. You can be both. Find a way to wait. There's so many ways to make more money out there, right? So important. Any of us can double our income if you want to this year. Any of us can have a 25% pay raise if we want to this year. Any of us. You got to find the right vehicle that's going to allow you to do that. But start being open. A mind works like a parachute. It works better when it's open. Mm-hmm. We have to have an open mind when it comes to making more money, doing something different, and looking for ways to improve our lifestyle. So those are the things that you and I, we can, if everyone just takes a couple minutes, couple hours to work on these things. Listen, one thing we don't like to do, we don't like to solicit or come call, but we're here to help. We're here to help. Okay. We don't do this podcast for us because solicited to get everyone, but we're here to help. If you need help, right, there's email, call me, text me, there's email, reach out, send me email, and we'll get together. We'll do a one-on-one consultation, and we'll show you we'll get you on track. You'll know what you need to do, right?
Yeah. One thing is to listen to the podcast, and another thing is to actually sit with Bernard and really discuss and dig deep into this. And I think what you're going to end up seeing is exactly what he said in the beginning. In order for you to know where you're going, you got to know where you're at. It's like, when you go to the mall and you see like the big directory and it says you are here.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you got to know. You got to be like,
I'm gonna find myself. I'm still confused.
Like, where am I? Yeah,
yeah,
you are here. So you need to know where you're at so that you know where you're going. And for that, sometimes it's not just listening to a podcast. It is making a date and sitting with a financial advisor and making all these things happen.
Absolutely, 100%. And make sure you sit someone. If you want to find it, make sure you sit someone. Listen, do you have to sit with Bernard? You'll say, Bernard, great. I'll be there. I'll do my best. But if you want to sit down with someone like we talk about, that's not going to sell you a life insurance product and tell you that's going to take care of everything. Okay. Don't be your own bank or anything like that. Please just don't do that. Okay. Because there's a lot of people out there that's doing that, and they act like they're advisors, they act like financial, but they're not. They're life insurance salesmen. I'm gonna say it, and I'm be very direct. They're life insurance salesmen trying to sell you a product. And their goal is to get as much they can, not to give you a solution, but give you more problems. Okay. That's what's going to happen in the long run. All right. So good thing, sit down with someone that's going to do a whole analysis, that's going to look at everything, look at your debt. Not just look at the insurance, look at your debt, look at your income, look at everything, and be able to give you cookie cutter solutions, simple cookie cutter solutions towards their plan, give you the strategies that you can apply. That's going to give you actual numbers. That's going to invest the time doing that. Not just going to sell your product. Invest time doing that so you can get on track. But we all can do it. We can change.
Yes. Tamara says, Bernard, does a person who is getting ready to retire need retirement planning outside of the benefits of their job?
Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Because having a job is not enough sometimes. Having retirement plan is not enough. You have to get something outside of your job, outside of work, right? Because sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes you might have the rough fight. There's so many places. See, your job is very limited. The products is very, very, very limited, right? So there's a whole gamut of products out there that may be better suited for your goals. So sit down with someone at 100%. 100% do that. It's so important. Job is good. You can't depend on your job for everything. And this is why you need to have someone. I always say have someone. I said, well, I have a retirement my job. That's not enough. Let me tell you why. Right. So let's say someone has a phone key at their job. If you call an 800 number, right, and you're going to get someone, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get one person, right or wrong.
Correct.
Right. That's into the call. And that's supposed to give you advice. Number one, most likely they may not be licensed, but they'll just give you advice. Okay. Now, what are the chances that you call again, you're going to get the same person again? You're not. You get somebody else. And they don't have a fiduciary responsibility to give you the right. They're just going to answer the question. When you have an advisor, they're going to work with you. We're obligated because we're an investment license. We are obligated by FINRA to put your best interest ahead of our interests or anything else. We are required by law to do that. So we have to give you advice. Or if we recommend a certain product, we have to make, okay, listen, we can say, listen, based on what we have, based on your goals, Liz, this is the best product we have that's going to help you reach the goal.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I like that Jenna says it's the truth. The job is not your financial protection, period. I think we have another question. So what if you have different financial goals than your spouse?
Ooh, that's
recommend.
Yeah, I'm getting another spouse. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking, right? No, if you have different, that's gonna happen. That is gonna happen. This is where you gotta have a conversation. You have to work on the things you can agree on. Work on the things you can agree on. That is so important.
So
right?
Start there.
Start there. Work on things that you can agree on and talk and sit. And you're not gonna have someone. This is why it's important to have someone else to step in. Okay, you may not change your spouse's mindset, but if you have someone else that a professional that can come in, they can give them different perspective from it, right? It's like for example, you ever say you tell your kids to do something and they don't listen. You're like, I told you to do this, and someone else tells them, oh yeah, my person told them to, and all they listen. It's just because you can't be a prophet in your own land, unfortunately, right? So sometimes you make some people mad, but sometimes our spouse don't listen to us, or we don't listen to our spouse sometimes, not because sometimes we're just stubborn. And things like this that are important. You need to have a different perspective and have someone come in to be able to work on that.
I like that. So first start on the things that you do agree on. And then secondly, the financial advisor helps because that's another voice.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's really good.
Absolutely. So important.
This has been a great episode. Oh my God. This they all are. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased, but they are all so amazing. But this one right here, perfect to end the year. This is perfect. You gave us so many good nuggets.
Absolutely. You're going to have a great year. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can have a great year. 2025 is going to be your best year, financial year ever. It is for every single person. You can do it. You can change where you are right now. Maybe maybe increase your credit score. Yes, you can do it. You can do it this year. Everything, you can go in the right direction. Direction always supersedes position. Direction always supersedes position. The direction you're going in is more important than the position you are right now. You may not be where you need to go, but being in the right direction is so important.
Yeah.
So important. All right. So I'm excited. And hopefully we can be part of that journey with you guys and help you and be at least a positive influence or give you the tools necessary. And we're not gonna stop. We're gonna give more. We have a lot more content we're gonna give this year than the first 90 days that we're working on. And it's just gonna be incredible. I'm excited for everyone here. Want to wish everyone the happy new year, happy holidays. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and enjoy your family and be grateful. Be grateful that you woke up today and you have a chance, 2025, to have an incredible year. Listen, God's not done with you yet. Okay, you're here right now, and make the best out of it. It's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be okay. I'm telling you, it's gonna be okay. We just got to go in the right direction and use the tools necessary. We're here to help you.
I love it. I love it so much. So let's kind of like close off here and just wrap it up with just because we're so grateful, this is simply because we're so grateful, with a round of applause. We did it. We closed out this year. We've had 19 episodes and we will return. Yes, definitely. Don't stop. Thank you for all the good news. Yes. Hi, Liz and Bernard, just tuning in, but we'll watch the replay. Yes, you have to watch the replay for sure. It's going to be a great financial year, 2025. Thank you for the gems, for sharing them. Thank you so much, all of you all, for watching.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
The love, Bernard. You got people jumping on here like crazy. I love this.
We appreciate them. Absolutely.
All right, so the next 2 Tuesdays, we are going to drop the top 2 episodes of the Army Empire podcast, and then we will see you again here January 7th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, absolutely, January 7th, yes.
The first Tuesday, we will be back live, and it's going to be phenomenal. You don't want to miss it.
Yes, it will.
Absolutely. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Bernard. You're the best.
Love you guys. Thanks so much, Liz. Very excited, guys. Have a great year, new year, and see you next year.
See you next year. Bye.
Yeah. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in to the Army Empire podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Join us next week for another exciting edition, and until then, keep building your empire.